Good morning. What an honor it is to give the keynote address at Republic Media's India Women's Summit 2025. I thank the incredible Arnab Goswami and his team at Republic Media for mounting the India Women's Summit for the second year in succession. Most women are exceptional, and today we celebrate all those women who, from judiciary, from aviation, from civil services, from various walks of life, IAS officers, politicians, administrators, and others. We celebrate all of them today through Republic Media's India Women's Summit. Can I just take a moment and I'd like my papers, please? There's something gone wrong with my notes that I got on my iPad. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. So as I was saying, most women are exceptional. Each woman's story is her own, which impacts all those around her. We celebrate the achievements and resilience of women who have overcome many challenges and made a mark in the world. Those you will hear today, you've already heard two eminent speakers. The others that you will hear today have not only excelled in their chosen fields, but have influenced society beyond the confines of their families and circle of friends. On this occasion of Republic Media's Women's Summit, we salute all women. Republic's India Women's Summit is crucial because it highlights the ongoing journey towards gender equality. What does empowerment mean in today's world? Women's empowerment is a term that exists in our social consciousness and vocabulary due to the obvious disparities in the social spaces that men and women have traditionally occupied. No points for guessing who had the agency over whom through the course of history. True empowerment is really just a level playing field. Equality of opportunity and equality of outcome is all that women ask for. The sad truth, however, is that most women experience subversive social pressures intended to put them down and deny them access to opportunities and spaces for no other reason than their gender and its associated social baggage. What we as a society need to inculcate into our behavior is to listen, identify, and really understand what women are subjected to in their daily lived experiences. Gender equality truly does not exist, or gender equality in its truest sense does not exist in India or anywhere in the world. And that needs to change. To realize the goals of Viksit Bharat, the government of India has identified 4 Amrit pillars, as they call it, that need focused and sustained empowerment: women, youth, farmers, and the poorest of the poor. If Bharat has to become the 3rd largest economy in the world, the female workforce has to increase from 35% as it is today to 70%. And women need to be educated and empowered to contribute to the GDP. The essence of Nari Shakti lies in the fact that all of us here, regardless of gender, live in a pivotal time in the history of this country. If the women are afforded equitable opportunity and agency, we can together partake in our shared future. This is why platforms such as Republic Media's Women's Summit event are so important. It helps us strive for a more inclusive and empowering future for all. Women have long faced challenges in overcoming prescribed gender roles to achieve success professionally. The expectation that women primarily fulfill domestic roles has limited their opportunities. Balancing career aspirations with societal expectations often requires navigating deeply entrenched bias and stereotypes. Discrimination, unequal pay, and limited access to leadership roles persist, hindering women's progress. Despite these challenges, women continue to break barriers, emphasizing the importance of dismantling gender norms for a more inclusive and equitable professional landscape. Today is significant because so many of us are meeting and connecting with each other thanks to Republic Media. Sisterhood is essential as it creates a support system and transcends biological ties. Women supporting women fosters empowerment, understanding, and empathy. In the collective strength of sisterhood, individuals find encouragement to overcome challenges, share experiences, and celebrate achievements. It's a bond that reinforces resilience, nurtures personal growth, and contributes to a more compassionate and interconnected society. I stand before you as a woman artist, a classical dancer, a cultural transmitter, an image that perpetuates gender stereotypes. Of all the classical dance forms in India, the form that I practice, Bharatanatyam, is perhaps the oldest, claiming an oral history of over 3,000 years. With the weight of tradition and traditional role play weighing me down, I had to make meaning of my dance, what I dance, the content, and what I wish to communicate to my audiences, and how to change people's attitude towards dancers in general and I in particular. Bharatanatyam was practiced for several centuries by temple dancers called Devadasis, whose whole life was consumed in the practice and performance of this dance form. They were unmarried and were free to choose their partners, and many had children from those partners out of wedlock. While ancient India gave a respectable status to these women, British India frowned upon them and decided to ban temple dancers. These women, with no other means of livelihood, fell into disrepute early 19th century, and by virtue of that, all dancers became socially unacceptable to the educated and upper classes of India. When I began performing in the 70s, my grandparents pleaded with me not to take this up as a profession because they said it was not respectable and that I could do better things or have better careers. From then to now, there has been a sea change in attitude towards dancers. Several hundred educated, articulate women have taken up dance as a profession and are on a daily basis yet fighting battles of existentialism and sexism. Stereotyping women is comfortable for a society steeped in patriarchy, a society uncomfortable with strong, independent women, a society that tries hard to foul-mouth, disrepute such women, for they do not fit into the generally accepted feminine role play. I have lived on the razor's edge most of my life, made choices that are thought of as unconventional, for which I take full responsibility, good or bad, a life that I have lived and am living to the fullest extent possible. I have often met people who in their professions do things they do not enjoy. They go through their work in a mundane manner and wait for that opportune moment when they are released from it to do something they love. I have been somewhat lucky. I love what I do, and I'm able to make a decent living of it. I have often been asked whether dance is my life. When younger, I used to immediately say, yes, it is. But older and several experiences later, I say dance is my devotion. It's my prayer. Fostering innovativeness in traditional dance forms of India is not just about survival. It's about enriching and embracing a crucial aspect of our cultural identity. By embracing change, While honoring the roots of these art forms, artists can create a vibrant future for traditional dance. This synthesis of tradition and innovation promises not only to preserve the legacy of Bharat's diverse dance forms, but also ensures the relevance and vitality in a rapidly changing world. Ultimately, the goal is to create a dialogue between the past and the future, ensuring that these artistic expressions continue to inspire and resonate with audiences for generations to come. As a practitioner of classical dance for over 5 decades, I have experimented with both the form and content of the dance form. I have experimented, like I said, through cross-discipline collaborations, integrating digital media into dance productions, incorporating innovative pedagogies, infusing my traditional practice with characterization of historical figures, collaborating with artists from other cultures, from other worlds, and other art forms. So to mention a few, I did Call of the Flute, Krishna's Widows, Sita Parallel Realities, Vande Mataram, Panjanya, Walking with the Mahatma, Bharat After Mahatma, Ekam Sat, and Warrior Women of Bharat that was premiered in the Festival of India of Russia last year. So these are some of the path-breaking productions that I wish to mention because all of them are deeply entrenched in tradition but are innovative at the same time. My latest production, Samarthya, the women of Ramayana, will be premiered at Mahakumbh in the first week of February. In the course of this journey of life and dance, I have devised several arts festivals. I started young. Way back in the 90s, I used to organize Sharad Vaibhava, Eka Aneka, and I started the Hampi National Tourism Festival, and many other festivals that I used to do in the state of Karnataka. After coming to Delhi, I became the founder festival director of India's largest and most prestigious arts festival, the Delhi International Arts Festival. So over 17 years, we've had artists from almost 35, 40 countries performing annually, alongside some 1,000 Indian artists. Held in multiple venues, Delhi International Arts Festival is a festival that has caught the imagination of the general public and is considered the signature arts festival of India internationally. I believe that art sensitizes, art humanizes, and makes a better person of each and every one of us. A society that is touched by arts is accepting of many different cultures, many perspectives, and many forms of expression. When societies transform into cultured societies, then countries do too. A country or a people that value the arts and artists can claim to be a truly cultured country. And my mission is to reinstill pride in our cultural and artistic traditions in each and every one, while simultaneously exposing them to the cultures of the world, so that there is a healthy understanding and appreciation of diverse cultural practices. In the deeply divisive world we live in today, we not only owe it to our future generations to break barriers of gender stereotypes and make the world more equal to women, but also to break narratives and rhetoric of hate and divisiveness that make the world more harmonious and peaceful for all, irrespective of gender. Through the day today, you will witness invigorating panel discussions and thought-provoking fireside chats, where you will hear firsthand from some of the most accomplished women from diverse industries. From navigating business to challenging the status quo in politics, from innovation in science and technology to making strides in medicine and healthcare, these women leaders will share their journeys, their triumphs, and the lessons they have learned along the way. Through the Republic Media's India Women's Summit, we hope to not only celebrate the achievements of these women, but also look for alternatives needed to continue driving the big change. These discussions are a call to action, to learn, to challenge, to grow, and to support one another in creating a more inclusive and equal future for all of us. You've already heard Professor Rajita Kulkarni Baga of Sri Sri University and Ira Singhal, you've heard Suchitra Ella, founder and MD of Bharat Biotech. The other speakers who will be coming before you are Ira Singhal, Secretary Health, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Saloni Khanna, founder Skill Up Foundation, Annette Flory Bishwas, CSR Head Community Infrastructure, Adani Foundation, Fatima Afsan, Indian Mixed Martial Arts, Malawat Purna, a mountaineer, another mountaineer, Kamya Karthikeyan, Anupriya Patel, who is the MOS in Health and Family Welfare, Commerce and Industries, Government of India, Colonel Madhu Rana of the Indian Army, Lieutenant Commander Shivangi of Indian Navy, Monica Bijlani, Squadron Commander HRD, Indian Air Force, Justice Indira Banerjee, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Nimrat Kaur, actor, Smita Barua, mental health therapist, social activist, and author, Bhavna Pagaria, CEO and MD, India Zona, Nidhi Bansal, scientist from DRDO, Lara Balsara Wajifdar, Executive Director of Madison World, Preeti Bajaj, MD and CEO, Luminous Power Technology, Dr. Shubha A., Professor and Dean, Reva Business School, Reva University, Kavita Kane, author, and Usha Utup, singer. Today we will hear and learn from these outstanding women on what motivates them to continue breaking barriers, inspiring future generations, and fostering a world where every woman's contribution is acknowledged and valued. I'm looking forward to the day with a lot of excitement. Let's get started and use this platform to connect, inspire, and empower women in every field. And again, thank you, Arnab Goswami, and thank you, Republic Media, for this amazing opportunity to give the keynote address and for organizing the summit that focuses on women. Enjoy the event. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.